animus ego unlocks these genetic memories for you. To sense, wander, and connect. Like grains of sand which began as rocks, you have been shaped by these past lives, honed into who you are today. Your journey to mindfulness begins through these ancestral memories for a total perspective on what makes you you.
New memory streams are activating now.
Erase self-doubt, fear, and weakness. Give yourself the confidence to conquer the world.
Follow the trail and we will be in touch. Welcome to the dark.
Hey, I'm in a video game. Feudal Japan. Yasuke is a... Now, Feudal Japan. Yasuke is an outsider in a foreign land. Now is a young shinobi from a quiet village. They are two people of little consequence. World of warlords of many warring states, Japan, but they are about to embark upon a path that will shape the fate of the nation. Fun. We're going immersive mode.
Memories come to us in fragments. You relive a jigsaw of experiences and emotions. Some memories are soothing and familiar. Wrapped inside them, you feel tranquil, complacent. And then there are the ones I have reconstructed. What I am about to show you. In these memories, there are imperfections, aberrations that defy algorithm and biology. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, whatever you say, lady.
You may not understand what you're seeing at first, but you must trust me. Trust yourself.
幾年も前、我が旅は海で始まった。そして長い航海を経てたどり着いた。複雑で戦火の収まらぬ地。乱世となって早数百年。その混迷と血しぶきの中、私に好機が訪れた。それをもたらしたのは日の本一と謳われた武将。
Shit, it's the Demon Slayer box.
織田信長。
Oh,
う
never
つけ
mind.
と呼ばれたその者はこの私に興味を示した。
Um momento, Shugo.
Tragam a cadeira, irmãos. Chegou na hora certa.
Shinpu殿、そなたは今日信長様に拝謁するのだぞ。
ありがたき幸せ。吉名に。
Não podemos falhar hoje.
Alright, now I control. Now I'm gonna immediately switch off. Time. Oh. Alright.
Viajar para além de Kyoto é cada vez mais perigoso. Sem a permissão do Lord Nobunaga, a missão dos jesuítas será um fracasso. Não o podemos permitir.
A nossa segurança deve-se ao Diogo. Sua presença manteve os monges e os bandidos bem longe.
O Diogo não os deterá para sempre. Temos de garantir o favor de Nobunaga.
Vamos ficar bem ocupados quando lhes deitarmos a mão. O que tens a dizer sobre isso, Diogo? Gostavas de voltar a ver o oceano?
Não sinto grande falta do mar.
Considerando a quantidade dele que tinhas engolido quando te encontramos, percebo.
Isso foi há muito tempo.
E aqui temos a senhora Nene. E junto dela Moriron Maru, o vassal mais próximo do Lord Oda Nobunaga.
ケをされそうだ。
E isso só nos dificulta as coisas.
Aqui está o Lord Oda Nobunaga.
Vão chamar-nos para falar com o Lord Nobunaga em breve.
Eu falo com ele.
Viste como o Lord Nobunaga olhou para o Diogo? Será que nunca viu um homem negro antes?
信長様がお会いになるとのこと。
Diogo, espera aqui. Não digas nada.
上様はその者も共に参れと仰せじゃ。
Hell yeah.
ですがこやつはただの下僕にございます。この者は言葉を返しませぬ。
信長様の仰せであるぞ。
Devia ter deixado no porto. Ou flutuar no mar onde te encontramos.
Deus ajudar-nos a nesta situação, Padre Valiano.
「信長様、こちらバリニャーノ殿にございます。ご一同は領内におけるバテレンの往来のお許しを願いに参ったとのこと。
さようにございます、蘭丸様。
信長様に申されませ。
もちろんでございます、信長様。大変なご無礼を。こちらをお納めくださいませ。この椅子、我が国ポルトガルの名工の作にございます。
Bro, we sit on the floor, you fool.
バテレンの往来を許せと申すか。だがそちらはとうに領内に立ち入っておるではないか。この先の旅の足取りを案ずるより、今首を見逃してもらえるよう願うべきであろう。 この黒き者、モノノフの気性があるようだ。そなたの窮地を察すや否や、部屋のあらゆる危険に目を走らせおったぞ。
恐れながら信長様、この者は我らの話を返しませぬ。
話が分かれば、尋ねたきことが山ほどあるのにのう。京へ入ってよりこの方、都はこやつの噂で持ちきりよ。
There we go.
信長様、私も言葉がわかります。
バリニャーノ、わしをたばかりおったな。
いえ、信長様。ディオゴがかように話すとは私も驚いております。
そなたディオゴと申すのか。
はい、神父方にはそう呼ばれております。
信長様はディオゴと話されたいと仰せです。二人きりで。
表を。その肌、
Thank you and Shady.
元からそうなのか？
My camera
さようにご
problems
ざい
are
ま
a
す。
thing of the past now.
遥か遠き生まれ故郷では皆かような肌の色を。
そなたらを皆殺しにしようかとも思うた。キリシタンが消えてしまえば懸念の種が一つ減ろう。なれど商人としては有用で、バテレンがおればブットが増えぬようにもできる。ルイス・フロイスは面白き者よ。共に一碗の茶も飲んだ。だがバリニャーヌは分からぬ。そなたはあやつのなんだ、ディオゴ、
異国であるこの地においてあの者を守るのが私の務めにございます。
あやつめはそなたのことを下僕だと申しておった。そうなのか？
はい、仰せの通りでございます。
バリニャーノはわしがそなたを引き止めたことを喜ぶまい。あやつはそなたをどうすると思う？殺すか？
どうでしょう。私はより悪しき者に仕えてなお生き延びてまいりましたので。
その悪しき者とは何者じゃ？バリニャーノ、そなたの望みを叶えて使わそう。バテレンどもに領内の往来を許す。
ありがたき幸せ、決して上様に。
だが下僕のディオゴは預かる。わしの役に立ってくれそうなので
な。よい。しかしそのものにできるのはせいぜい草履取りにございます。
我が家中では草履取りでも大名になれる。わしには見えたのじゃ。大軍を奮い立たせる侍になれるとな。試練の時ぞ、天下に名を轟かせるか、さもなくば死ぬかじゃ。
This memory is fractured. What was left, it trails off into infinitesimally smaller fragments. I'll fast forward you to the next reassembled memory. One moment. The integrity of a memory can be tampered with. There are a variety of reasons. Viruses, data corruption, environmental disturbance. But sometimes it's because she doesn't want you to see them.
Hell yeah. Where am I going?
この風を感じるか、安家。これぞ伊賀征伐の追い風となろう。 今宵は格好の木じゃ。根絶やしにしてくれようぞ。
いつでもお命じを。
どうした？
初の大戦にござります。多くの命が。
まっとうな男よ。伊賀は世をすべんとするわしを暴君と呼ぶが、4万を超す兵がわしのもとに集っておる。それでもわしは暴君か？
いいえ、民は殿を信じ行く末を託しております。
ああ、さすが忠義者じゃ。よう申した。
伊賀の族とは諸国の輪を乱します。それがしにお任せを。
行け。お持ち三太夫を倒せ。あやつが死ねば伊賀は刀をなくすも同然。
火を放て、風で広がろう。嫌だ、用心せ。
Great. Great.
Nobunaga様のために戦え。
Sick.
Sick. 押し通るまで。
That's a homie. Hey, man.
鎧が邪魔だが砕くのみ。残る扉はあと一つ。
One last door.
「まさに一騎当選。
Another memory, just fine particulate at this point. Listen carefully. Memories can be fractured, ignored, twisted, but what has been can never truly be lost. The past is power. Do you understand? Fujiwara Shinawe. The structural integrity of her memories is solid. There is much for you and her to discover. I wish you luck. Otherwise, this will be the last time we speak. Goodbye. For now.
奴が来た。織田信長。
策がいるの。
音どうする？
前国神社へ急ぐ。さあ。
音はまだ私に隠しておることがあるのでは。半蔵殿の文には何と。
青江、この世は戦だらけだ。信長の起こす戦が全てではない。
他にも伊賀を狙う者が。
そうだ。されど奴らが望むものをやすやすと渡すわけにはいかぬ。
では渡しますまい。
無論渡すものか。
音が全てを話せぬことは知っておる。でも信じてほしい。
信じておると。
ならお命じあれ。必ず役に立ってみせる。
時が来たら。
My man's got his drops on.
What's up?
守るためだけに戦うのではない。
It's just bad. It's so bad right now.
Bro, they just killed my horse with a gun. How couldn't it be worse than that?
That is pretty bad. Nothing that bad has ever happened to me. I've lived a pretty comfortable life. But right now things are not going so good. And I probably need to keep one headphone off in case someone.
It's okay. I already moved your camera off screen, so you don't even need to be on camera.
Dude, awesome. I can just pretend I'm Lee Harvey Oswald Damon.
Yeah. Can I go back to them saying I foolishly was like, oh, immersive audio where people are speaking the correct language? Like the Portuguese are speaking Portuguese to each other and then they switch to Japanese? But foolishly I was like, wait, no, I don't want to hear.
Okay, I'm actually getting contacted right now.
Oh, ow. Alright. Go again. Let me in. No! No! Get off my ninja bros. Not so tough without your hat, you piece of shit.
$1 相手は織田だけでは。託されていたのか。奴らが来たならば守るようにと。今は織田を退けねば。四方から押し寄せておるのですぞ。山からも峠道からもわしが迎え撃つ。それが我らが誓いじゃろう。されどそれとは別の誓いが。それはすでになきもの。
Okay.
You really do be like that sometimes, man.
I think I'm more or less off the hook.
なすべきをなすのだ。
Did you even see Shady kindly commenting on the quality of your camera feed?
Yeah, and I replied at the time when it happened, like 30 minutes ago.
Just making sure because you're famously irresponsible in chat.
No, and my camera looks good.
It does. Let me get the.
私も共に
Let me get it in full screen. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's better. But God, I'm getting called again. Hold on. Shit.
You're a Gaijin
山の古
assassin?
墳に急ぎ参れ。この刃により戸が開こう。鍵だ。
Oh, now I'm a
古
Gaijin
墳の中に箱
assassin?
がある。何としても守れ。役立ちたいのだろう。今がその時ぞ。桃地様を一人にはできぬ。見せよ。行け。古墳で会おう。
Okay.
No way.
No way.
箱を開けるでない。奪われてもならぬ。約束しろ。
約束する。
正康。
早く。墳に向かわねば。この刃だけが頼りか。
何か聞こえたぞ。
I'm back again.
Welcome back. I have my Ezio gave me my blade and said you're an assassin now.
Damn. It's a long flight from Italy to Japan, especially in the 1700s or whatever.
He probably got a ride on the Portuguese boat.
The Portuguese airplane.
Because it's a
He
lot.
flew Air Portugal.
Italy to Portugal isn't that far.
That's true. They're basically neighbors.
Now I have my hidden blade.
Good.
Nobunaga is destroying my village.
He's always doing that. What a rude fucking guy.
Well, except Nobunaga, I was previously Yasuke, or
箱を見つけんと。
as he was known at the time, Daigo.
Hold on, getting another call.
Oh my god. You gotta kill them. Oh, it's just like one of those bonsais.
I
can't dishonor my father. God, it's the logo.
とう。
これで歴史が変わる。まずい、追いすぎよう。直江、案ずるな。生きておったか。
おとう、
案ずるな。今は休め。
箱が奪われてしまうた。
巻き込むべきではなかった。わしの誓い。
Umahunek said just Pats. John is intermittently on and off.
よく似ておるな。あれきりだとは。よいか、富のもとにつけば大丈夫だ。望みはあるぞ。
おとう。
私は富。お前は父親が連れてきた。よくあれでたどり着
Release
いた。
John from your torment. John is in his own
深
torment
い
right
眠りに
now.
落ちた。この先苦しむだろうが助かるよ。お前はどうだい？具合は。
大事ない。まだ動けるし戦える。
戦う？手当てしたのはまた血を流させるためじゃない。
行かなくては。おとうの大事なものを奪われた。取り返さねば。
奪われた？何を？
それはいえ。
正康殿の秘密ならば聞かぬ。それが互いのため
I
だ。
pray to God. That is the last one.
It's not.
お母は。
少し
You're
はね。
probably right, but
とにかく今はもう
Who
行かねば。
行くったってどこへ？
in the meantime,
探
I
す
will enjoy the
心当たりはあ
gripping
るのかい？
story of Naue,
ではどうした？
the assassin who
言えるこ
upholds
と
the
を言い
creed.
な。その大事なものをどうやって奪う
And
の
that
か。
creed is
鎧を着た
everything
男。
is assassin,
侍か。
nothing is
そいつ
assassin.
に背後を取られてうかつだった。
どんな顔だ？
暗かったし目を
Question
つけてたから。
assassin. Assassination is permitted.
侍はよくつける。
Very
どん
true.
な面だった？
青白く音量のようで倒れ際剥ぎ取ったような。
持ち物の中にあるやもな。
I love
手当てをする時
Onryo
にまとめ
and
てお
then
いた
in
んだ。
parentheses ghost in the
Mhm.
translations. Hey, decide whether you're gonna translate or not.
これじゃ。
見覚えがある。ずっと昔にね。
どういうこと？どこの手のものだ？
わからぬが肩ので見た覚えが。そこに糸口があるやもな。
The mystery of the mask.
おとうの馬なら今宵のうちに城につける。
その侍が見つかったらどうするんだい
5分での借りを返す。奴を撃ち我らのものを奪い返す。
Who fucked up your
気をつけ
face?
てな。
Who kicked your ass?
A samurai.
Is that the incident she's talking about at the tomb?
Yeah, I was supposed to get a box. I was supposed to stop Nobunaga from getting a box, but they got the box and then fucked up my face. Ooh, rations.
Thank God.
Show me more.
Yeah, show me this. Show me the assassin belly meter.
Well, it looked like some sort of sushi.
There's certain assassination moves you cannot perform unless you have enough calories.
箱を取り戻せば元通りになる。
You want to see something sick?
If your tummy is hungry and grumbly,
you want to see
your
something
targets
sick?
will hear you coming. Yeah, let's see. Let's show me something sick. Damn. Yo, you're on the ground.
I'm on the ground, bro.
Shit. Rarely do a game let you get that close to the ground. Ah, okay, yes.
Oh, there's the pathfinder.
You do have your ninja GPS.
肩のなら
One
馬
of
の
the
方が
many
良い。
ninja tools. Just stunting. Whoa! How many of those rolls can you do in a row? Oh! Teleporting horn.
Hold on. Stance change.
Tall stance.
Oh, very hard to control while
Yeah,
riding.
dude. Crash into shit.
While teen wolfing it. Get out of my way. I had to stop Nobunaga from getting the alien box.
If your foes see you teen wolfing on your horse, they will be so impressed they will lie down and die on their own.
過ちを正す。
Yeah. You go, girl.
あれが刀の城か。箱を盗んだ奴は守りの固い場所に隠れておるは
Is
ず。
this place just called Katana Castle?
鍵縄を使えば
No,
登れそうじゃ。
Katano.
Yeah, Katana. Wow. Gone. Katana Castle, Sword Castle. It's not even shaped like a sword.
It would be real funny.
Alright, let's serve. There's some guys. Alright, don't look at that. I was trying to
Did you
remember.
just throw a knife? You threw a knife at him and he didn't even notice.
Yeah, well, it stopped short.
It was a small knife.
I was just trying to ping
Small
people.
knife that you don't even feel when it stabs you.
No, it landed like there.
One of the many ninja tools.
Alright, and this guy's a sniper.
Okay. How do you think he does against Hidden Blade? Poorly.
Ooh, refill tools. Dude,
Like the tool refill, one of the many ninja tools. The ingenuity of the ninja
kunai なら片手でも投げられる。
I can throw a
is that a tool
kunai.
can sometimes be a box of tools. Ow.
Loser.
Did you see those particles come out of his head?
あったぞ。
Man.
これは奪われ
Do
た
you get an
箱では
orphan
ない
count in this game?
もっと探さんと。
No, I don't think so. But I did just get a hemp count.
Damn. You gotta go smoke that shit right now. If you collect enough hemp, the game just ends because you have decided revenge is meaningless and you will walk the path of peace.
I thought you were gonna say I zoot too hard.
No, you obtain deep green enlightenment from the kind herb.
These losers will never fucking see my
They've
ass.
never seen a ninja this close to the ground.
闇に紛れ人目につかんようにせねば。
They can see me in
Ninja
light.
heads going insane whenever you crawl.
Can I do a belly assassination?
That would be great. That didn't work. Okay, that worked.
Where am I going? There.
Oh boy. Oh. One of the many ninja techniques. Infinite fall jutsu. Yeah, you're gonna need your eagle vision for this one. What are those things? What are those things?
I think they're grapple points.
Okay. Yeah, most Japanese houses have 50 or 60 grapple points on the inside. He did not see you.
No, he was looking
There's a
at
guy
me
over there.
But he was beginning to be like, should I be concerned about the child? Ooh.
Why is this sneaky child here? Wow.
Wait, extinguish.
You got in. Your entry into the box was so smooth.
この箱でもない。
She's
盗んだやつが持ってる
she's
の
put herself away 1,000 times.
Oh.
Yes. Oh man.
That's why we have the grapple point.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what they're used for. Hey, someone sees you.
Oh shit.
You just standing there blocking nothing.
I'm trying to.
As a
get
guy
grapple
walks slowly
point.
behind you and slaps you with his sword.
Unfortunately, grapple and
block are the same button.
Are the same button.
Okay. Pat, I have an idea.
Hit me.
What if it's just a short stream today because I'm bummed?
I mean, it's already a short stream today.
You know what I mean.
Hold on. I gotta fight light for police.
Yeah. How could you possibly fight this man?
They're like, what's all the hubbub about?
His hat protects him from all angles. There we go. That's not even Nobunaga.
Get it in Nobunaga's name.
Okay. Wow, easy peasy.
You can't get me in the fucking watercolor world. The Street Fighter 4 finisher world.
The EX move world. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, I think that bell's real.
Yeah, that's in the environment. That's the bell they ring when they see a ninja. It's also the bell they ring if they find a Tsuchinoko.
Which one is what's a Tsuchinoko? Tsuchitomo. Tsuchinoko.
Tsuchinoko? It's a snake, but it's got like a little tiny tail and then a big fat body.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, but it's like magic.
It is. I mean, it's like a cryptid, but it's one of the most mundane cryptids. Like not just in Japanese mythology, but just in general.
Really?
Because it's just a snake with a weird shape.
They'll never find me inside their home.
Yes, the ninja frogging technique. I have chosen to frog Nobunaga. So what do the snipers do if they see you? Do they like pull out a bow or is it a gun?
Yeah, they have I think it's either, quite honestly.
See. I mean, Nobunaga's whole thing was, or one of his whole things is that he used guns.
Yeah, they shot my horse.
Damn. I mean, probably a horse probably goes, you know, passes away more peacefully, just getting brained by a gun than shot with many arrows. Wow. Owned.
Second time tonight.
Man, Ezio just gave you your hidden blade.
A girl?
You're not lasting long.
A girl?
It was the one you killed the wrong guy? Because this guy's got a mask.
No, because I have his mask, so he wouldn't have his mask anymore.
Okay. Wow. Here comes a badass old man.
Is this Demon Slayer?
Is he sick? You feeling barfy?
Oh my god, it's a monster!
I didn't know Assassin's Creed had gotten so supernatural.
Well, I know the last one I played was Odyssey, and I did fight Medusa and a Cyclops.
There's a bunch of scary monsters.
The
scariest monster of all!
Is this yokai? Is this
Kissy Mouse Man.
Is this a yokai watch?
Yeah, collect all of these guys. You'll be the Elite Four or whatever you do in yokai.
Oh, I like
watch.
his baseball bat. Oh, I like his smile. Here's the cast of characters you'll be killing over the course of this game.
The baseball bat is a kanabo. I thought you said the other character gets one.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, he went out so fast.
You got that first arrow though. Oh my god, that's Dad?
Yeah, it like was nowhere close to good enough.
No, not the box. It has my internet browsing history on it.
So who was that guy? Was that someone you know?
Oh, it's my dad.
Oh.
That was Oni-chan, or whatever they call him.
Rude to kill someone's dad.
Sensei, is that a dad? I only know Oni-chan and Oni-chan and Sensei.
Yeah.
Does that cover it?
No. But I refuse to educate you.
Wait, does he have an ear radio?
Yeah, he's got his earpiece in.
He's on
the Shogunate Secret Service. Let's not kill her. Let's walk away all cool. I like that they're going kind of a
spaghetti western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the soundtrack.
Well, okay,
It's
so I think
it's
this
way
is
better
why-
than Ghost of Sushi Man just being like, "Damn, we love Japan."
I think this is why.
Have you all heard of anime? If you don't crawl fast enough, do you die?
Wow, I gotta hold forward. At least we can die together. Who doesn't want to die with their dad? That's the dream, isn't it?
Every child grows up wishing to die on the exact same day as their dad.
Oh wow, you still kicking, dude? Here, take my rations. It heals your health.
Yeah. She just starts shoving rice balls in his mouth.
No.
Come on, eat this dongo.
Now wait means
eat this
plum?
korokke. No, it does not.
Oh. What's plum?
Plum is.
Shit. それも
I'll have to look it up.
わしと共に消える。
何を言うとるんじゃ。
Damn, how are you gonna order your
Yeah,
third?
plum is ume.
Oh, maybe that he said ume, and I just said projected now way.
Okay.
Was
he? I wasn't looking. Was he saying he wanted a plum before he died?
No, that's what he affectionately calls me.
He said.
Before I die, I must tell you, I ate the plum you were saving in the icebox.
Are they different?
It was very cold and very sweet.
Are they different kinds of plums?
There's different kinds of plums.
No, I mean, does like Europe have different plums than Japan, or did we steal them from Japan, or what?
We have different kinds of plums.
I feel because I feel like the plums I'm used to are a lot bigger than when I see a Japanese plum.
I mean, they have multiple varieties of plum too, like inside Japan.
Oh shit!
Everyone got many plums.
Oh wow! Good news.
What? Did we win the lottery?
The Wisconsin Supreme Court did not flip. Or no. It did flip, but it didn't stick with the conservatives, the Republicans.
Oh, so it flipped blue.
It flipped blue.
Whoa.
Elon spent $25 million for nothing.
Owned.
Actually, from what I was hearing, it was in fact backfiring massively because him putting all this money in was making people realize that they should vote.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were like, oh, this must actually be important if this random guy who has nothing to do with Wisconsin is trying to make us vote.
Oh my.
Great.
Oh shit. Nobunaga? I'll beat that freak this time.
Surely I just have to get shot and stabbed and punched and kicked a couple more thousand times.
Chi-Chi, is that father?
It's like...
Oh yeah, that's what the spy
It's kind of
family,
an infantile...
That's what the Spy Family girl calls Lloyd. Chi-Chi.
Yeah, it's kind of an infantile way of addressing your dad, though.
That must have
say it.
That must have gotten confusing in the Dragon Ball house.
Yeah, man. having a mom named Dad. Fuck, how could he possibly have grown up normal?
He didn't.
This is where we reveal to an audience of 0 that we're becoming a gender roles stream.
No, is Dad?
This is a memory, I think.
He's got an ocarina of time.
Yeah, he loves playing his empanada. He loves honking on that conch shell.
Ohayo.
That means hello, right? Or good morning, Ohio.
Yeah. You basically know Japanese.
Yeah, because I know it's always like, oh, Gooners go to Ohio.
今日はより早う動け。ん？
わかった。
では手始めにわしの剣をかわしてみよう。
Ow. So she said "wakatta," which basically means I have understood, and they translated it as "hai," father, like H-A-I, the Japanese word "hai."
Well,
and that's a really baffling trick.
That just means affirmative, right?
Hai, yeah, hai means yes.
I'm assuming. You want to know what I'm assuming?
But why would they leave a Japanese word in the translation when it's not even a word that was used in the original Japanese?
It
it's
is
so
probably.
confusing to me.
Here's why. It's probably the same subtitle track as English VA.
Okay. Okay. You think in the English audio track they're like slipping in some Japanese words as well. That would make sense.
Yeah. Not everyone's gonna hit immersive.
Damn, you're
mode
kicking
on.
your dad's ass. This is another thing every child dreams of. Kicking the shit out of their dad. Fucking slapping my dad around with a stick.
So this is so crazy because they gave me this tutorial as Yasuke, like right before you joined me.
You need to learn again. Yasuke does it different.
He does do it different. He has a... He runs through doors and obliterates.
What a cool fucking guy.
Well, I was massacring her family, so maybe less.
What are the dang critics saying about this game now that it's been out for a couple days?
It's got like a 90-something Metacritic.
Holy shit! That's like it.
Yeah, that's why I bought it.
Wow.
It's because I've been hearing nothing but like effusive praise for it, and also because they beefed with Elon Musk.
Yeah, I mean that do give them some points. Far be it from me to engage in brand activism, but on it, like the level of discourse that Elon Musk is on is kind of equal to it. You know what I mean?
Brand activism when they're replying to Elon going, Assassin's Creed Shadows is an objectively bad game.
And what was their reply? It was just like,
did the guy who you pay to play Pillars of Eternity?
Oh, that's right.
Tell you that?
Yeah, they fucking burned. That's what I mean by Elon's like political discourse is kind of on the level of brand activism, and so it's like appropriate to respond to it with brand account owns.
大ババには昨日もずっと手伝わされた。
蜂の巣を取り払い、素早い動きを学べたであろ
う。でも散々刺された。
不平を申すな。何故皆を助けるか知っておろう。一人で当たわざることも合理
Hell yeah, this game too believes in anarchist mutual aid.
Does it look like this?
我ら伊賀州は自立を重んじておる。それを維持するには。
In the country, in the fall, sure.
You've been?
今朝は小石のように
Yeah,
感
I've
じ
been
る
through the country in a
今は小石に過
Shinkansen.
ぎずとも
And they got
Not
they
while the
got
leaves, not while the leaves were changing though, but it was still very pretty.
and they got the little rice paddies.
Yeah, like terraced rice farms.
Look at this fucking
They're
loser.
not really built like this anymore. Usually, if you see a rice farm, it's a single level. They don't really have to do the terracing thing anymore because they have more modern irrigation techniques. But maybe like large rice farms would still be terraced, especially or large like old ones. Can't say I did a lot of touring rice farms while I was there. My exposure to the countryside was mostly when we were taking the Shinkansen from city to city or when we were seeing Fuji.
手伝いはどうした
Talk to Matsu.
But it is pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah, and there are people
Much
dressed
much
like
much
this.
like
今日
Get
は
on the
おば
ground.
ばに何をさせられるんだ
this. It explains the
株の草
ninja
むしりか
urge
鍋磨き
to
廊下
touch
を
the
越えればわ
ground.
かるか
Auntie Matsu. Ichiban or the Oba. Oba is aunt,
マ
right?
ツオババおはよう
Correct? Oba?
There's an interesting thing here where Oba-san is aunt, Oba-san is grandma. Peter Piper, I had like a minor family emergency, so I was held up. So Pat just decided, as a last-minute thing, he would stream the first few hours of Assassin's Creed Shadows. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I had this game installed and I was gonna play it probably in like a week in my free time. But I was like, I don't know.
水をやり大事に
Got it
育てたのに
installed.
朝になったら消えておった
That's content.
獣かあやかしか何かが畑におるに違いない
Learning about other
そこら中にお
yokai?
るぞ虫のようにな
I mean, I would be happy if yokai were just real in this one.
直江に頼めば
If she's like, I don't know, some freak keeps rolling by my house, and it's like
何事も
Azashi
事をなすには
Warashi,
ま
and
ず
she
様
becomes
子を探
super
ることじ
fucking
ゃ
rich, and then
高いところ
like
に登れば
ruins herself,
悪さしとるやつも見
You know
つか
who
る
I
じゃ
want to be real?
古い
getting
油
paranoid
を
and
使う
abusing
といい
Azashi Warashi.
帯はおばばの
What do you
味噌
want to
汁
be
か
real?
I just want to run into like the
謝るでな
Super Mario
帯
Bros.
は役目が済んでからじ
They
ゃ
just look like
the
they normally
yokai,
do.
the yokai Mario and
きっと見つけてく
Luigi.
る
Well, I just
Fuck.
want them to look like they normally do.
That might be that I know, like they as they do in
あそこ
the
には
Hyaki
おばばの
Yagyo.
畑が見える
If you look very closely in the Night Parade of 100 Demons, there is Mario and Luigi.
I mean, that could be one. They could have gone through some sort of pipe.
Yeah, parades, a lot of pipes. That might be the most comedically genius thing you've said in a fucking while.
I don't know. They're Japanese, right?
Maybe we'll see Ash Ketchum. Like,
Oh,
maybe Ash Ketchum will pop out of an old chest and scare the shit out of an old man.
I was thinking like
because of
some-
his greed or hubris or whatever.
It's true. You know, that's fair. I don't really think of Ash Ketchum as Japanese, but he is. So.
But you think of Mario and Luigi as Japanese? They're from the island in the Japanese archipelago called Sicily.
Yeah, well, the problem is that when I think of Mario and Luigi, I just think of Miyamoto there saying this is Mario and Luigi.
Like holding their hands.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see a Pikmin.
Like, it's similar to, like, Kirby to me. I could run into Kirby here.
It's like Mario and Luigi are his kids and he's their dad. They're
Yeah.
out at the playground. He's pushing Mario down the slide.
He treats them like he's their dad.
Mm-hmm.
このような真似は許せん
I'm gonna fucking
They come to
kill
him
the
when
guy
they're
who
having
did
life
this.
trouble, life problems.
Where's an object?
Now I'm just
guy.
imagining Shigeru Miyamoto just personally being every Nintendo character's dad.
No, he can't be every person.
Like he's at Link's baseball game. He's pushing 1,000 Pikmin in a stroller.
No, because
like
Pikmin,
the longest stroller in the world.
Pikmin is a different guy, just like Kirby's.
That's true. Olimar is their dad, so Shigeru Miyamoto is their grandfather.
No, is it? I don't know who made Pikmin. I don't know, but like Sakurai.
It was Shigeru. No, Shigeru Miyamoto had. There's that famous anecdote where he's like, "Well, I was walking around in my garden, and I was thinking about what if there were all sorts of little guys, and then I made Pikmin." That's the story of Pikmin.
Right. And Chain Chomp was based off of a dog in his neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. And Link was based off of a femboy in his neighborhood.
I thought it was him.
No.
You guys ever want to get beat?
Well, it was him when he worked at the Japanese franchise of Femboy Who. They're fucking these guys up, but they also are taking a lot of.
Well, they have knife. I have stick.
I'm just saying, normally if you hit a guy with a stick 12 or 13 times, he's done.
No, I could do it.
You think you could take 12 or 13 hits with a kendo stick? Have you ever held one? They're very heavy.
I just know I could take it. Hey. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Too fast. Ooh, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, I can't.
You caught him. What do you do now?
I run away because I can't pet them. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna
Peter
ride
Piper
you.
points out one of the more famous duels between samurai in history is a guy killing another guy with an oar.
Weren't they in a boat?
Why does that matter?
I just understand getting killed by an oar if I'm on a boat.
It was a bookend made out of a boat oar.
Oh.
So it was a former oar, and he was fighting fucking Sasaki Kojiro with it.
guy
Oh, this
died-
is the one. Okay, this is the one where the quote from Musashi that's like, "Yo, if you throw away your scabbard, you've already lost, bitch."
Maybe that guy just had like a really soft part of his head that he had since he was a baby.
You think you could have beaten Miyamoto Musashi here?
I'm not gonna say that, but I wouldn't have died.
今では包丁を握り野菜を刻むのが精一杯での
You are strong.
You might have lost, but he would have been unable to kill you.
Yeah.
He would have been wailing on you with that boat oar from morning to night, just like getting tired and sweaty and upset. And at the end of it, you would have been on the ground, very bruised, but okay.
I would have pretended to die.
You would have faked it. When Pat fakes it, no one could tell.
But I would have pretended to like be dead, and he would be like, "Oh, I got him," and then I'd like crawl away and probably move.
I'm picturing you crawling away from that fight super slowly. You're hurt really bad, but you have such a big smile on your face.
I got it.
You're crawling like a little turtle, leaving a trail of like blood and spit, and you're so happy.
What is that? What's the orange thing on the wall? Behind my dad here.
Let's see if it cuts back to it.
Is that a persimmon?
Looks like maybe a persimmon or a yuzu. I don't know. Brains dripping out your nose, and you just have this. You just have this fucking Nasty little smile.
Hey, look,
This
plenty
Grinch-ass smile.
of people with CTE live happy lives to this day.
Yeah, you could just become the Brock Lesnar of Japan.
Oba-san. Not Oba-san.
So interestingly, when I was listening to her talking to this lady, she called her Obaba, which is closer to Granny.
触るべきではなかったんじゃ。
And she looks like a
お父の
granny.
そばで戦っておるべきじゃった。
Yeah, Peter Piper. Patrick just fully under the influence of his lizard brain, like living out a full long life after this, raising a family, and like on his deathbed, he's like, I fucking got his ass. And then he breathes his last breath surrounded by loved ones. And the coroner does an autopsy and it finds out that he had no brain left this whole time. His entire insides, all of his insides were just pudding. He was living on spite. And the certainty that he would not lose to a wooden stick.
Oh shit, he's got the ninja shoes on.
The tabi. Those are... I regret to inform you that those are just normal in this time period.
No!
Those are just normal things to put
This
on
looks
your
like a
feet.
normal guy to you?
連れてきてくれなどと言って覚えはない。
He's gotta be like a ninja.
つもりもない。
He probably is.
そなたのように知恵よ
But
り
that's
刃
just
を
because
多く
where
持つ者
the
だ
game, you know, the game you're playing in this story, it's telling.
Yeah, meanwhile, that fucking kid, that like genius
預かっておる
inventor
だ
ass
け
looking
じゃ
kid back
それ
there,
にそなたをとどめるのはその足
just
わしで
watching.
はない
Looks like he's fucking working on a little gyrocopter in his spare time. You
そ
know,
なたは
bamboo.
骨が肉を突き破るのを見たことがあるか
Yeah, Peter Piper. Honestly, a duel between Pat and Miyamoto
その足で
Musashi
ま
would
た
be
さ
like,
まよい歩く
who
ので
can shift the goalposts more? Who can refuse to back down longest?
It's they say it's the only duel still going on to this day.
私は我で。
わしから見れば皆わらべのようなものじゃしてなおなんとも
We get buried we die next to each other, we get buried next to each other, and people have to put up two sticks, but they're like crossed between on each of our gravestones.
Like, each of you is buried 6 feet underground, and each of your skeleton hands, there's a long ass stick that goes all the way out of the ground.
Yeah, we're still dueling to this day.
This fight's not over.
And our ancestors, our family,
I ain't heard no bell. It's just your epitaph.
Our families are each trying to make the other one lose.
Yeah, it just becomes a family feud.
Yeah, people just trying to sneak out to the graveyard.
Yeah, Peter Piper says in the will, descendants are ordered to push over the opponent's headstone.
There'd be some great, funny samurai stories about me.
There's not enough funny ones.
Like, there'd be a ton of, like, if I was a samurai, there'd be so many good ones. It'd be like, there'd be the one story where it was like a samurai would come into town and he challenged someone
Now
to
wait,
a duel.
you gotta move, you're gonna get bed sores.
Hear me out. There's gonna be one of them about me where, you know, like a samurai, a ronin comes into town and he challenges the toughest guy to a duel. And then he runs out of town before the time of the duel every time. Just to embarrass him, keep them waiting.
That's how everyone's calling him a coward and he's like, you don't understand. That's how I win. I'm in his head. And that Ronin's name was Patrick.
もっと食え。
But I'd just be getting him into a lot of
早く
goofy
力を
stuff
つけ
like
た方
that.
が良いと言って。
I'd invent the fucking What's the baby Bjorn? I'd invent a baby Bjorn, and I'd wear a baby into a duel.
You'd be like Lone Wolf and Cub, but using the baby as a shield.
It's not even my baby, dude.
純次郎は変わった子じゃ。
Lone Wolf and Cub, but he's constantly like, hold on. You're about to hurt my baby. You wouldn't hurt a baby, would you? And then he kicks him in the nuts. Runs away.
As long as he's not my enemy.
私に手出しせん限りは。
No,
dude, it's sick. It just means I want to kill all of you.
This is actually the toughest you can be.
Oh my god.
Scared all the time and certain everyone is about to kill you. It's the American cop mindset. One of the many ninja tools.
Here's another good one. What? I'd come in as a samurai and I'd challenge someone to a duel, and then I would be late, and then I would come dressed up as a monk and be like, oh man, he died.
He's dead.
He died this afternoon, man.
He died in a way that was super. I'm sorry, he can't fight you.
It's not you? No, dude, I'm a monk. How could he pretend to be how could someone like me pretend to be a monk? It's so disrespectful, dude.
Yeah, that would be heresy. Even implying that I would do that is heresy.
Junjiro's here to fucking kill my ass.
Yeah, dude, he strutted in with that knife, like, point out combat stance. You gotta do it, Junjiro.
Ooh, you know it'd be probably it's probably really easy to disguise yourself as a kappa.
I think one of the grifts you could pull is you wander into town and you pretend to be blind the whole time. And you impress the shit out of people by like cutting a candle with a sword even though you can't see it. And get a bunch of free shit, and then the people of the town are like, please, the local feudal lord is abusing us and overtaxing us, please help. And you're like, I will help, and then the next morning you're gone.
I just thought of a really good one, a really good gag. I get a little raccoon dog tail, and I wear it into town, and I get into all sorts of hijinks, and then I ditch town. And then I come back without the Tanuki tail, and I'm like, guys, I'm chasing a yokai. He keeps disguising
a yokai.
He keeps disguising himself as me, and they'd be like, damn, I guess that's why that guy had that tail.
I need you to pay me a lot of money to kill this yokai that made so much trouble in your town.
And it'd be like investigating his hijinks, his crimes. They're like, oh, he ate here and didn't pay. Didn't leave any trail. Tanukis are known for shapeshifting. That's why the only thing that's different is that it had a tail.
You don't know, man, or you don't understand. Even when they shapeshift, they have their nutsack hanging out.
No, because the nutsacks are in my pants. Because he's disguised as me.
No. They can shapeshift clothes, like they can have pants, but the pants are always crotchless. The nutsack hangs out. How bad do you want to pull this grip? How committed are you?
No, the nutsacks are in my pants, dude.
Are you willing to get cosmetic nutsack surgery to make your nutsack enormous and huge?
I can't have the nutsack when I come back again. Because I'm the exorcist now.
This actually augments the grip, right? Like, when you're a Tanuki, you have your nutsack out and it's gigantic.
Here's my compromise.
And then when you're not a Tanuki, you like wrap your gigantic nutsack around your leg.
No. Here's my compromise, because this is just too high of a cost of entry. When I'm the Tanuki, I'm always talking about how big my balls are in my pants and how uncomfortable it is.
You're like making a big mess at the restaurant, like eating like a hog, and you're like, "This food's so good! Can't wait to get home and take a big nap, air my big balls out."
Yeah, and I'm like always adjusting my pants and going, "Oh,
Gosh, these big balls make my pants so uncomfortable."
yeah, lick those eggs." He just wants
This
to
is
lick.
this
He's not-
is a this is a literal tanuki. This is like the actual animal tanuki.
Yeah. He has
They
to
look
lick
like
the
this.
eggs first. to
They're
see
little
which
guys.
one. I know, that's whose tail I have.
They lick the eggs to see which one's the best to eat.
And check out my tanuki. It's like a cute little... Oh no, it is a cute little stick figure!
Oh, awesome.
タヌキの絵かもな。
Oh gosh, this chair is so uncomfortable for my big balls.
Wait, show me the tanuki. Show me my masterwork.
絵描きの際はなさそうじゃ。
稽古すればよい。何でもそうだ。
No, show me
縄
my
の稽古をやるな
masterwork.
らわかるだろ。
なぜ器楽をやると？
You had your crazy empanada flute.
ほれ、見せてやる。
Ooh, how do I see?
You have obtained Sumie.
Oh.
Egg stealing tanuki.
No, this
Here
is
he
too
is.
good.
Oh, this is pretty good.
This one's too good.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
Yeah,
saw
he was like, this drawing sucks shit, and it's good.
You know, this has to be his.
And where are the nuts? Peter Piper's rightfully pointing out,
No,
where are the
only
dang nuts?
Only the magic tanukis have big nuts, dude.
That's true. It's not a bakedanuki, it's just a tanuki.
Yeah. I think a kappa would be pretty good too. I just have like I just like paint a big hat and put it on my back. And I hang out in streams.
The problem with pretending to be a kappa is people know that if they knock the water out of your head bowl, you fucking die. So you have to figure out how to navigate that.
I store my head bowl in a secure third location. Duh.
It lives on your head, dude.
Yeah, and I
You
put
can't
it
do
in a
that.
bank vault.
Fucking kappas do not have phylacteries.
No way.
I've put it in a safety deposit box in New York City.
What other yokai do we think you could be? I think you would be a really good Makura Gaeshi.
What's that? Which one is that?
He's the pillow flipper.
What do they look
You ever heard of him? He looks like a little guy, a little tiny guy who flips your pillow.
That's too hard. I can't become smaller than I am. And unfortunately,
I think if a Japanese person in the 1700s saw you and you were flipping their pillow, they
no, because the Japanese people in the 1700s, I'm a giant to them. I'm
they might
towering
be like,
over them.
oh shit, the onmyoji were wrong. The Makura Gaeshi is huge.
And then I meet
there's a lot of variation in
and then I
descriptions of
meet
yokai and
Yasuke, and I'm like, ugh, he's actually tall. I hate them. I hate you.
I traveled back in time. I invented a time machine because I didn't want to be a short king anymore. I wanted to be tall.
Oh my god.
Oh god, why is this soundtrack so good? This like Western enka is so good. Peter Piper says the Great White Pillow Flipper. Some fucking onmyoji would be hunting you down as his life's work.
Now I want to be the guy who brings the trumpet to Japan for the first time.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. I will say the Makura Gaeshi is often depicted with a prominent forehead bump, so you'd have to do that. Would you enjoy being a Nurikabe? You know what that is, right?
Tell me the story of the Nurikabe.
The Nurikabe is it's like this weird creature that stands around and pretends to be a wall and blocks people from getting where they are trying to go.
What do you mean by pretends to be a wall? Like, is it convincing or unconvincing?
In most illustrations I've seen, it is unconvincing. It's like obviously a creature.
But is it like a wall-like creature?
But textually in the folklore, it like is supposed to be pretty good at convincing you it's a wall. Yeah, and usually they are kind of rectangular shaped. I will say, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way. This isn't me trying to imply something about you, but Nurikabe are usually described as being very fat. Oh, there were Nurikabe in Ghostwire Tokyo. The guys with the big eyes, the big Cyclops eyes, who like blocked doors. That's the Nurikabe.
Oh yeah, the door guys. Okay, those guys are walls.
P5 demands some shakuhachi. Shakuhachi is a pretty sick instrument.
The real thing is, how can I be that guy with like the guts? Or is that what it is? It's like a head with guts?
Yeah.
My entirety of Japanese folklore knowledge comes from the one time Hellboy hung out with a bunch of them.
So the head with guts is Thai.
Yeah. There's one that there is
Southeast Asian.
There is the head with guts is Thai, but there's a very similar Japanese thing.
Okay, I mean, there's a lot of floating heads in Japanese folklore. Let's see. There's the Tsurube Otoshi, which is a giant head that falls from the sky and crushes you.
You think I could get like a Wizard of Oz thing going on and do that?
There's the Nukkekubi, which is like a version of the Rokurokubi, where they don't, instead of having a stretchy neck, their head just sort of separates from their body.
That's it. That's the one Hellboy hung out with.
Was it the Nukkekubi or the Rokurokubi?
The ones where they leave their heads float off from the bodies.
Oh.
Because he found a bunch of headless bodies, and then he ran into their heads later. And it's like,
Oh.
Junjiroには物を直す才があると見える。まだ少々手助けがいる年じゃがの。
Thank you for fixing my dad's eggplant.
何か吹いておくれよ。
It's not an instrument, it's actually just a really complicated rock that he kisses.
It's the only rock in Japan that feels love. And it expresses that by making a beautiful song when you kiss it. They love it. They love my rock song.
It's unfortunately such an improvement on Ghost of Tsushima just by the fact that it's actually in the appropriate time period for all the stuff that's in it. And not like an amalgam of their favorite movies and then...
Yeah, I mean, even from the little I've seen so far, this is like so much more stylistically palatable than Ghost of Tsushima. And
Yeah,
let's
I
be
know
real.
that-
There were parts of Ghost of Tsushima that I liked a lot.
Yeah, I like sword fighting.
このご恩必ずお返しし
I
ます
like sword
But
fighting.
it was like extremely like on the nose with
今は
the
なす
like
べきこと
very orientalist depiction of Japan.
And then just weird stuff like the Mongols have firework machine guns.
Yeah, they have the Mongols have the Hwacha. I mean, I don't know. The historical inaccuracies didn't bother me that much. It was
But
really
then you're
just,
making
like,
a haiku and you're like...
the writing is super weird. Like, the writing's all about how, like, you have to... well, it's about how you have to, like, be willing to do war crimes to win the war.
But everyone gets mad at you because it's not honorable.
かつて長きにわたり住んでおったからの。
The haiku stuff is the haiku stuff was frustrating to me because they subject wise haiku, like typical haikus.
Oh, sure. I mean, certainly they didn't use the fucking seasonal words that I forget the term for.
One thing I know about this game...
No, I think those are mostly... I think Kigo might be for Tanka. No, they're for haiku.
I know this game has a like a mission that revolves around you having to perform a tea ceremony correctly.
Oh shit.
To keep it from becoming a combat mission.
王将を任せたぞ。
Because this is an Assassin's Creed game, I'm halfway expecting it to turn out that this kid is like the inventor of the Japanese airplane.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he would go on to design the Zero at age 250.
Well, what is this? What is this? 1910?
No. I mean,
isn't this like a week before The Last Samurai happens?
So, this is during the Nobunaga shogunate or daimyoate, which was 50. Nobunaga was born 1534 and died 1582. So it's even earlier than I thought. This is fucking 16th century. I'm kind of surprised the Portuguese are out here that early.
Well, it's whenever because Yasuke came in through the Portuguese. He was a Portuguese slave.
The Portuguese would have had to have been around during Nobunaga's lifetime. It's just like, damn, colonialism really was like a long process.
No, it's just... want the hat.
Duds. Pat, how many of the Zatoichi movies have you watched?
I've seen probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm the same. But yeah, Peter Piper 1540 sounds about right. If Nobunaga dies in the 1580s.
Damn. The Shakespeare could be here. I could run into Shakespeare.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
What the
fuck? Maybe he took a vacation.
I want to go check out a shrine. I heard that I can... Alright. Put the prompt away. Gabe, put the prompt away.
I love reading accounts of like Portuguese merchants and traders and soldiers from the perspective of the people whose countries they visited, because they're always described as like, oh yeah, they're like fucked up little hairy guys and they act like shit.
This is why the best part of Blue-Eyed Samurai is when the illegal villainous Irish gun trader makes everyone eat cottage cheese, and it makes them all want to throw up.
I mean, let's be real. This is the culture that invented natto. So let he who is without sin throw the first stone at dang cottage cheese.
From what I understand is that like dairy wasn't really.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, that's true.
It was like a natto to us because we do not eat fermented beans. But I'd fuck up natto.
Hell yeah.
I have
I saw some documents in a museum of Amsterdam, in Amsterdam where
I can
some
practice
Japanese dignitaries talk shit about visiting them.
What's that, John?
Kujikiri. Kiri is usually cutting. Kuji, I'm not sure.
It's Naruto. I'm Narutoing.
Wow, you really are doing the hand symbols. Let's see. Okay, 9 symbolic cuts. Okay, 9 character cut.
Bro, I'm
It's like
going into the
Naruto
Naruto zone.
Yeah, man. I don't know what you're doing here.
I had to do it so good that it sent me to.
Wow, you've entered the Buddhism dimension.
Yeah, that it sent me to the Buddhism dimension.
いずこへ
林の奥じゃ
What?
このわしも久しく
Oh, I
見
time
た
traveled.
鳥にな
なぜ林に戦に向かうのでは
I'm in the past.
Oh.
I don't have my fucked up face.
織田の軍勢は飢えた熊のごとく暴れ切り捨てると聞く
信長の上は満たされること
I would like to stop soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop after this because I'm in the open world now and I'm like, I don't wanna.
何故じゃ何もしておらぬのに
I don't want to just wander around doing Kujikiri on stream.
Well, that's the thing is that I only want to be doing Kujikiri.
Right, but not on stream.
そのネズミが壁をかく音
You don't want us to see you
信長は刃を収めまい
in hog heaven.
撃たねば
Bro,
Just
don't
really-
you wanna
Immerse
see
me
my
in
memories of me with my
桃
oba
地様が
oba?
共に戦うてくれるなら信勝の命も日の出までじゃ
日の入りまでじゃろさあもうすぐそこじゃ
Right, that's what you said I called
Don't you want to
it,
see my
oba,
memories
oba?
with Mario and Luigi?
Oh my god, Bowser's
確かこれじゃ
attacking my village.
そこをよく見てみるといい
Him and the Koopa Troopas.
Me and Mario just jumping on a Goomba.
Pick up Matsu's gift.
中に何かあるこれはおばばの
伊賀はこの先安泰であろうと思って隠した
Obaba got the strap.
間違っていたようだその刀をお前にやろう
Worry about giving me her revolver.
お前は正康に大事に育てら
I
れ
put
て
this up here because I believed peace was
じゃ
here.
あ表に出る時が来たら
Now it's time for
ため
you
ろ
to
うと
go
は
to
ならぬ
war.
刀に身を委ねよ
恩に切るおばば
Obaba. Well, he said Obaba.
That's what I.
No,
yeah.
he said Obaba.
Obaba.
But when I
Yeah.
said Obaba, it said Aunt.
なるほど、よう似とる。父のように
Yeah.
戦えるか。
Obaba is more like
鍛
old
えられ
lady.
はしましたが
Like
これまで稽古ばかりで
その腕前見せてみよう。
I hope
支度が
places
整い
like
次第
Japan see
長
our
野峠
culture
の外れに
and they're like, what does it look
身を
like when
隠し
an American
命ずるま
sees
で
an old
動くで
lady
ない
and calls out to her? And it's always like, Oh, hey, you old fuck.
一人で戻れるか
Put the walker down.
己の身ぐらい守れる。わしのことはいいから早くお行き。
わかった。
Yeah, Auntie, Peter Piper Auntie is not like a bad translation.
それではな。
But I think Obaba usually implies older than like.
Well, because
Yeah.
you're not gonna call him Gramby.
Gramby.
Oh, Matsu's. Oh, it's a common katana. All right, let me get to the fucking. I'm still in the flashback world.
I think Pat. I think when Japanese people imagine an American like addressing an older lady, they just think of us shouting the word "fuck" at each other. Fuck! And the old lady's like, "Fuck!"
Wait, am I hiding in a bush? Oh shit!
なんと
They killed a guy. Oh
削られたらおしまいじゃ。
Go. Uh-oh.
You got caught, dude.
You can't catch me in the cutscene.
Except the cutscene is about you getting caught. You immediately dropped Obaba's sword.
Nut shot. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a common loot sword.
Yeah, Obaba's sword was a gray, not even a green. Damn.
The first time I killed a guy.
Felt super good.
It was with my grandma's sword. 30 seconds after she gave it to me.
My grandma gave me the sword and said, find someone to kill and kill them.
Alright, now do the cool thing where you, like, flick the blood off of your sword.
Yeah, you're instantly a stone cold killer.
Oh.
She's holding it reverse grip. What the fuck?
Hold on.
I guess her dad taught her how to use sword. Yeah, Peter Piper, if this was an equivalent, like an analogous story set in the American West, it would just be Obaba's gun. Did you, like, deposit that man inside the mountain?
That's
what I was saying. Oh!
Bad job. Desynchronized. Where's it gonna send us back to?
It's probably gonna send me back to after the cutscene.
何故かような。
But I'm hiding in
何
the
故かようなことに。
grass.
お父に戦わせてくれとコータの己じゃが殺すとまで。
Peter Piper wants the U.S. Romeo and Juliet version of this. I mean, there's already that,
I was gonna
that
say,
adaptation
Lars
of Romeo and Juliet where they have
the
Gats.
Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah. Just make a game. Honestly, a game based on Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet would be so sick.
蹴取られたか。
I remember watching that in my English class, and everyone was like, "This movie's bad," and I was like,
What?
"This movie rocks."
No, they didn't.
血まみれじゃ。
They did.
They did not.
They
生
did.
きるためじゃ。
My English teacher straight up apologized to them. Like, I didn't know it was gonna be that bad.
My class loved that fucking movie, especially because it was a movie that we got to watch in class.
Your class was right. People in my class didn't understand anything. They didn't understand Kino. They've never been to Kino boot camp. They could never be Kino commandos.
They cannot fathom the belly tech.
Yeah. They've never been this close to the ground. Shit, it won't let you just crawl into the water.
今の桃地様か。
Is that Momochi-san?
Momochi-san da you.
That Momochi-chan?
Oh, fuck. Did that guy just fuck up really bad? Oh.
No, there's a ninja.
Yeah, there's a ninja wandering around. Take me with you.
どれだけ
Teach me your
おるんじゃ
ways.
Ezio?
Is that you,
Ezio
Ezio
here?
Auditore? Is that you, Portuguese Ezio?
先を急ぐんじゃ
Is that too late? Is that too far from now?
Ezio Auditore?
Yeah.
I mean, he was like contemporary with Leonardo da Vinci, so I think that's like 1500s. Yeah, Da Vinci lived 1452 to 1519. So it's
Ezio's dead.
if this is like 1550.
No, I think it said like
That
I thought it
feels
said
too
like
early.
I thought like this was like 1589. But I could have been
Nobunaga died in the 1580s.
Oh. Dad! He's got the truck nuts, the weaponized truck nuts.
They have an entirely, their Tanuki village, they have an entirely nut-based arsenal. We can't do this. Our stream is way too nuts-loaded already.
This is so sick.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Soundtrack drop incredible. Okay, yeah, this cutscene's sick. I'm glad, because my dad likes the Assassin's Creed games, and he's been looking for a new one to play. And I told him this was coming out soon, and I'm glad it's good.
Yeah.
For his sake. Ouch. Ouch. God damn, this character gets fucked up everywhere she goes.
いや、伊賀は降伏などせん
Yes!
Oh, this fucking sick surf rock? Yeah, baby! This is cool! I can't believe Ubisoft made a game that understands soundtrack. Fuck. Yeah, slash his ass. His ass is exposed. I think you're doing a pretty good job. I don't know if that was the right timing for that line.
It's a natural move of a coward to neg their opponent when it's a little girl who's kicking their ass.
What a sequence, damn.
And this is just an optional fucking shrine I Naruto'd at.
仕留めたぞ
Yeah.
どうあんな大きなやつを
怪我はないか答えよ
これ
A
は
little bit, I
怪
guess.
物じゃ
言いつけに背きよって
わしが伊賀を守る Did Iga Ninja find it dishonorable to kill someone in a way that is not related to the ball?
されど伊賀者である伊賀が襲われたのだぞ
Pat, it's time for your training to
青江は
resume.
言いつけを守るべきだったかと
松と共
You
に
must
折れと
learn
言わ
anew
れ
to
たら
target the
松と共
balls.
に折るまで桃地様に伊賀を守れと言われたら伊賀を守るまで
直江
命に従うだけじゃ恥じることは何もない
Yeah, okay, it was pretty sick when you killed this guy.
You did a good job of killing him.
手も分かったであろ
And the music was crazy.
立派な働きださあ帰るとしよう戦いは終わった戦いは終わっただが戦は始まったばかりじゃ
I'm not really I don't feel really confident about the war for us. You know, I don't know a lot about what Nobunaga did to everyone.
He did kind of win the whole thing for a little bit. Actually, well, no. I mean, in the end, he was defeated. But he was kind of top dog for a while.
All that from my fucking hand sign. Video games, man. Video game. Can I keep my loot? Yes.
That's true, Peter Piper. Yes. Regardless of whether Nobunaga's rule itself was durable, there was more or less a unified Japanese state after Nobunaga. It's just that the way power was transferred from regime to regime in that unified state was not always good.
I'm trying to find the thing. I heard that this game had an so I know you probably have been out of the loop, but the Assassin's Creed games have loot and systems now. But this game, maybe I'm just too early in to unlock it, but this game has like a setting that makes it so assassinations are still can be instant kills. Oh yeah, that's it. Guaranteed assassination. But yeah. Look at this. Look at that pagoda over there. Look at that fucking pagoda. Oh, sorry, that's a pagoda. What the fuck?
Okay. I'm finding out that I do not remember the like end of Nobunaga's story as well as I thought I did.
Cause he like died in like a burning, in his house getting burned down or whatever.
Kind of. He committed it. Apparently, he committed seppuku when he was surrounded by the Akachi army.
Yeah.
But more importantly, after his death, Mitsuhide, the guy who led the Akachi army, couldn't prove that Nobunaga had died because no one could find his body.
Yeah, because they burned his house down.
And he was outmaneuvered by Hideyoshi, who prevented Mitsuhide from informing his allies that he had killed Nobunaga. And then he basically got some of Mitsuhide's allies to side with him against him. And Mitsuhide really just kind of bit it after that. Like the Oda army rallied under Hideyoshi. And then defeated Mitsuhide.
Is this one of those
and Mitsuhide
bonsais?
was literally like hunted down by randos for a bounty.
The hustle grind set mindset persists between all times and countries.
Yeah.
Man, it's so cool that like a way they used to kill guys in they used to torture and kill U.S. soldiers in Vietnam was to plant like bamboo underneath, like have them slightly raised and plant bamboo underneath them, and it would grow and grow through their body.
What? Who is this? Because I was reading Peter Piper's message.
In like Vietnam, like one of the ways that the Viet Cong would like torture / kill Americans was they would like put you over a pit and they'd plant some like bamboo, or they like cut some bamboo
and let it grow into you.
Yeah, and let it grow into you.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Yeah, and like I think like people have also like since tested it out and confirmed that indeed it will just grow through a human body.
Woof.
And that's why pandas are our friends. They're the only ones keeping us from painful deaths.
From being defeated by bamboo.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really cutting this whole bamboo forest down. This story is really giving you a hatred of bamboo. So I think maybe it should inspire like a, I don't know, like a healthy dislike of war.
I got the whole thing.
Yeah, you cut it out. You cut it down at the root. All right, I think it's time for me to go.
It's time. Good night.
It's time. Good night. See people's yards. We are losing the bamboo wars.
That's good. No, we're winning. Oh, wait.
Well, at this point, we kind of deserve to lose.
Wait, what does it mean to lose the bamboo war?
We get overwhelmed by bamboo, and the world is covered in bamboo, and our bodies are made sacrifice to the bamboo.
And then it's Planet of the Apes.
Which honestly, like I said, I'm fine with. We kind of deserve it.
And then it's Planet of the Apes, but pandas.
But bamboo.
Well, no, because pandas take their rightful place.
Maybe. Pandas, yeah, it's like a society that's like split between the innumerable bamboo tribes and the pandas, who are the only remaining non-plant creature.
Yeah.
Living being.
All right, well. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Obaba.